Hello, I'm running out of ways to creatively introduce myself, and this is Storks. We start with background about storks delivering babies.
Thank goodness we don't do that anymore.
We then cut to Junior. No, we don't know what Junior he is, he's just Junior. It's like naming a king the Second. Anyways, he's kind of a big shot at work delivering things that aren't babies. There's this guy.
Check out my girlfriend. She's in Canada.
Yeah.
She migrated. She's not made up.
Okay.
Look at her. Look at her. She exists, brah.
Yeah, get used to him. He's staying around a while. Junior is called into his boss, Hunter's office. Hunter is getting a promotion, which means that Junior is going to be named boss.
This Monday at StorkCon, the board will announce they're kicking me upstairs, which means you are going to be named boss.
Wait a minute. Andy Samberg is going to be the boss? Alright, prepare for this joke to be ran into the ground incredibly quickly.
Mr. Samberg, thanks for coming to your performance review. No problem. So you're in charge around here, is that fair to say? Absolutely. I'm the boss.
Anyways, Storks got out of baby delivery because one of them tried to keep a baby, destroying the beacon so it couldn't be delivered. That baby stayed with the Storks for 18 years. But now she's killing the profit margin, so all Junior has to do to become boss is liberate her to the human world.
And if she doesn't want to be liberated?
Fire her. I'm talking about firing her.
Really?
Liberate the orphan tulip. If I'm not being clear, I mean fire her.
Yes, sir, I am on it. I've read between the lines and heard you overtly.
Obvious 3D bait. Junior goes to talk to Orphan Tulip.
Oh, Tulip is just fine. Orphan hurts my heart.
And she's helping other flightless folk to fly.
Ha ha! Tulip doesn't fit in. We're all the same, and she's a weirdo.
Whoa, that's not nice. She's
She's had a hard life.
Of course, flying doesn't go as planned, and everything catches fire.
I have news for you.
Before you finish, for you to come to wish me happy birthday, that's just the nicest, you know? It's like a little rainbow.
Remember birthdays!
Junior is literally unable to fire her on her birthday, so he moves her to letter sorting, a division that's been gone for, about 18 years now.
I will rock this!
You will rock this!
Well, yeah.
Gonna rock it hard!
Rock it
and
hard.
what's the #1 rule?
Always deliver!
Wrong, never leave this room.
Tulip quickly gets bored and starts talking to herself.
I've called you both in because I hear you've been having problems, and it's important we have—
She's the one who started.
How dare you!
How dare you!
How dare both of you! You're fired!
Cut away to Cowboy Astronaut Agent Nate. There's a gag about how the kid is neglected.
Ninja Force, tell my wife I loved her.
Get it? It's funny because he's not growing up in a supportive environment.
5 more minutes.
And then we'll stop.
We promise. We never stop. That's the Gardner promise. Not even for 5 minutes.
Parents won't play with him, so he wants a brother.
Mom, Dad, I've decided I want a baby brother.
Oh, honey, this is very sweet.
But we have you, and that's all we need.
That's right.
It might be all you need, but given this tiny snapshot, it seems like more than you want. Just saying. So while exploring the attic like a normal kid, Nate finds the Storks pamphlet. So of course he writes them asking for a baby brother.
As adults, it is our adult belief that it would be irresponsible if this baby did not have ninja skills.
That has ninja skills. Tulip is still talking to herself when the letter arrives. She's gonna bring it down to HR, but can't leave the room.
The #1 rule is don't leave. But if I don't deliver the letter, I won't be doing my job.
Oh, cover for you?
Okay, thanks!
Oh, problem solved. Junior is talking with Hunter about what it's like to be a boss.
Do you know what we'll do when you're boss?
No. Tell me!
Talk to corporate! Approve memos! Lead a workshop! Remember—
On the cams, Tulip is not in the room she's not supposed to leave, so Junior goes to stop her from doing what she does.
What are you doing out of the room? I told you not to leave the room!
Nah, it's cool. I'm covering for myself.
What?
But she does it anyway! Surprise! But not really.
This is the baby factory!
This is the baby factory?
The button to stop the baby making machine is behind a Saw-themed plot contrivance, so Junior breaks his wing. There's a baby. Nate apparently knows about this through his psychic abilities. Pigeon Toady shows up to be as weird as he always is. They need to deliver the babies.
Alright, StoreCon is on Monday. Today is Friday. If I can just deliver this thing by then, I can still be named
Mouse!
So they use Tulip's flying machine. Super subtle foreshadowing. Back to White Bread family household, they fight over who has to pay attention to their beloved child.
You're up.
What? No,
You're
it's
up.
not my turn.
You're up now.
That can't be.
Up. So you want a panic room? Okay.
Nate is preparing for when his brother comes, and his dad helps him after being guilt-tripped.
You blink and I'll be in college.
What was that?
Pigeon Toady is onto the duo. They talk about Junior being boss.
What can we expect from Boss Junior?
Oh, you know, that's top secret.
Do you not know?
What?
Oh my gosh, you don't know.
I know.
If you don't know, then why do you want to be boss?
I know.
And agitate the package. And they crash the ship and argue about things.
Crash my car!
Junior blames Tulip for things that aren't her fault, takes the package, and meets wolves. The wolves have captured Tulip as well, and they're fascinated by the baby.
Hey, guys! This tiny thing is now a wolf, everybody!
Tulip escapes via slapstick.
Grab the baby, let's go!
The wolves have their own toon powers, however. They take the shape of a bridge, a boat, a submarine, and a plane. Okay, well, not a plane. Back to the White Bread family, the dad has gotten swept up in the baby antics. Dad actually likes playing around with Nate. Surprise, surprise!
We need to tell him.
Tell him what? What, to go watch more TV? This is the best time I've had with Nate in my life. I actually feel like a dad again.
Mom joins in after some brief convincing. Baby antics. Pigeon antics. Tulip and Junior talk about the package and being boss again.
Oh, really? Why do you want to be boss of Corner Store?
I don't know, okay? I mean, why does anyone want to be boss? It rules, that's why.
More baby antics. Pigeon Toady discovers the truth, and... he reports to Hunter. Montage stuff of road trip and construction. Toady and Hunter change the delivery address, and Tulip and Junior get to a dock. The baby seems to have developed an attachment to Junior. The boat is leaving, so they make a break for it. But somehow, the wolves are in pursuit. They get away, and the subtle foreshadowing pays off. It's Jasper, the stork who was supposed to deliver Tulip. And the anger behind her is damn righteous. I absolutely love it.
I spent my entire life searching for the missing pieces, and yet, after all these years, I'm still missing one piece.
I have the missing piece.
They have all the pieces to Tulip's broken beacon, and Junior is hurt that Tulip is so happy about this. He lets it slip how he was supposed to fire Tulip, and you know what? Back up a little bit. I can't really talk enough about this scene because it's so fast-paced, but this is sad. Yes, this stupid, incredibly weird comedy starring anthropomorphic birds that inexplicably have teeth is moving me. Is it rushed? Yes, but I don't give a damn. The scene pays off. Also, Katie Crown as Tulip is flawless here. This came from a voice actor, and you can tell. She doesn't rely on context or animators to make the character sad, and she does so entirely outside of dialogue.
Fine.
Tulip and Jasper go to Tulip's family, but Tulip backs out because she has other priorities. Junior is delivering the baby, and we get a misdirect.
This is not the code.
What?
This all has to come down.
Hunter? But...
You are so idiotic. How are you not suspicious?
I thought it was a gentrifying neighborhood.
They take the baby and tie up Junior. Oh, and White Bread family tells Nate that babies don't come from storks, but who cares about them anymore? Tulip saves Junior, and they get back to the corner store warehouse.
How can we get back to Corner Store? You're shopping? What are you doing?
How did you get back here before us?
How did we, Kronk?
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
They arrive during StorkCon, the biggest, /only, stork convention on the planet Earth.
There, look.
They're headed towards the flight deck.
They get through the crowd in Sphericus, the world's first round box. They reach the rooftop where the penguins are holding the baby. But they just got her to fall asleep,
There's no background music, and the characters are struggling to stay quiet, too. The duo win out by making the penguins catch a bunch of bells and running off with the baby.
What is that?
They run to the baby factory, where they're cornered by Storks. Tulip threatens to start the machine again, while Hunter tries to bribe Junior.
Junior, look, hand over the baby, and we'll let bygones be bygones. You can still be... Why isn't it working?
But it's not working this time. You see, Junior doesn't want the job anymore. Or, to be more accurate, he realized that he never really wanted the job in the first place. He was just excited by the prestige.
Why does anyone want to be boss? It rules, that's why.
Insulted by the insinuation that he can be bought, Junior ups Tulip's threat. After a lengthy light show, the machine starts churning out babies. Toadie tries to shut it down, rather pathetically. Hunter tries a bit harder, but apparently his mech has the crucial design flaw of the controls being on the outside. Come on guys, that's easier than textbook stuff. You'd need to seriously go out of your way to mess up a mech that badly. As the mech falls, it cuts all ties to the corner store warehouse, and both of them fall into the abyss. Oh, and it pulls the duo and the baby down with them.
Now I'm dead! Like a boss.
They're probably dead. Oh wait! I'm so surprised! That was unexpected! There's still like 1 million babies around, so the Storks are gonna deliver the tiny people to the regular-sized people. That means that Nate finally gets the sister that he didn't ask for.
I ordered a brother! I ordered a brother!
There is one last stop to make before closing, however, and that's to Tulip's family.
Mom and Dad?
After that, we close, and that is Storks. So I'll come out and say it right now. We need far more movies like this one. That's not because it's a spotless work of art, because it isn't. You can probably guess how I feel about the family that I refer to as the white bread family. I don't understand the teeth on the birds, and there's a handful of unneeded and generally pointless pop songs where decent instrumentals would do better. No, the reason we need more movies like this is because it tries weird stuff. Its comedic style is the same as a baby at dinner. Throw everything up against a wall and see what sticks. Clearly, not everything worked, but what did work stuck, and not just to the metaphorical wall. The shape-shifting wolf pack and Tulip talking to herself are staying with me for quite a while. Speaking of Tulip, I am in love with this girl. Being a comedy, of course, humor is her main point, as is everyone's, but I think the best showcase of her is here.
Hey, let me explain.
I don't want to hear it! When you orphaned me, you said whoops! Whoops! You said whoops! Who does that?
That line is funny, but she's not trying to be funny. She's dead serious sticking up for herself. And depending on my mood, this can be either emboldening or hilarious. It's rare that you find a character able to deliver a line like that, where it somehow manages to fit the tone of the film and the tone of the scene that are directly at odds with each other. As for the plot, it's present. It's not annoying. The details behind the baby factory are purposely vague, which is fine. The animation is bright and bouncy, but we don't need these shots obviously made for 3D. I do kind of love the critique of hyper-capitalism shown in Junior wanting to be boss because he's supposed to want it, or the fact that the Storks pretty much became Amazon in the first place. If there's one thing that really grates on me, it's the white bread family and how absolutely content they are to ignore Nate. Yes, it's done for comedy and it doesn't last that long, but it's one of the less interesting motifs going on. I much prefer Toadie or the wolves. In fact, I'm not sure how much of them was even needed. The plot would function just fine without them. It's a creative decision, I guess, and I'm sure somewhere out there liked it. I just think it would have been a lot more interesting if we focused on maybe this gay couple or this single mom. You know, someone who couldn't make a baby organically.
Because there are so many other ways of getting babies?
Yes.
But unfortunately, animation still avoids any hint of controversy like the plague. But by choosing an average family, Storks chose boring over interesting. And that's a pretty controversial choice in my book.
Direct workflow, my own bathroom, micromanage, promote synergy, hit on Deborah, get rejected.
Next time, it's an update video. Nothing really interesting.